Alright, so we're going to do this really quick video on a t-shirt. I got an emergency order tonight for a t-shirt for Sunday. And I am going to be doing this with a regular iron. You don't need a heat press to do t-shirts. You can have a regular iron. Yes, with the heat press it's a lot easier. But I just want to show you guys how you can knock out a quick shirt, simple design, with glitter and your regular iron, okay? So what I do first to make sure that everything is going to be centered on the shirt, so I'm gonna fold the shirt in half so that I can get a center line. Now this is a white shirt, so I kind of ironed my iron over another shirt first just to make sure that no dirt marks or anything like that get onto the shirt. I want my client to be able to wear this shirt fresh out of the box. And we want to make sure that we are centered, so that our line is centered. And we're just going to go over it very, very lightly, just to create a little bit of a line. Okay. Now that we have our line down the middle, because this is a brand new shirt, I'm just going to take the iron and hit the shirt a little bit to knock out some of the wrinkles, not ironing over the line that I just made down the center of the shirt. This is going to release some of the moisture from the shirt, and it's also going to give me a clean canvas to iron my vinyl on with. Okay. Hitting it roughly. And so I'm going to check that I do have my line centered. Now these are old methods that are used. This is just a yardstick ruler that I'm going to use. And I'm going to measure from sleeve to sleeve. Sleeve to sleeve, it gives me about 18 inches and my center line is right at 9. So I know that I have my center line correct. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to line it up with the tag. That tag is not always on there straight. Now with this shirt, we want to go down about 2 to 2.5 inches. So we want to start about right here with our design, okay? So I know that I'm right there with my design. Just make a little... Okay, now that I know that my line is where it needs to be, I've measured, I'm right at 9, which is in the center of the 18 inches. And this is a medium adult shirt. I'm going to lay my design down just to make sure that I have it correctly. And what you can do to make sure that you're getting the center of your vinyl is to kind of fold it over like that. Give it a little bit of a crease so you know that you're getting it in the center of your vinyl when you lay down. Right? And you can double check that you're in the middle with your ruler once you have everything laid down. I have some words that are going to go in here. A word and a number. I'm just going to lay that in there just to make sure that it will line up when I get ready to press it. Move that up just a little bit. And again, I'm just doing this quick shirt. I got this ordered tonight. And it's just to encourage you ladies that don't have your heat presses yet, that you can do beautiful, pretty shirts without having a heat press. Okay. And now what I do, which is really old school, but it helps me to get everything lined up, is I make sure that I have everything centered. So I'm going to measure gonna get me right there, and I'm gonna do the other side as well, just to make sure that I am in the middle. Yep, and that gives me equal sides. Also kind of do the same thing for the words. You try to get those as close as you can to the middle. Sometimes depending on the letter, and I said about 5.5, it'll be different. See, that gives us a little bit more than 5.5, but our crown does line up, and this is centered with our crown. You just want to make sure that nothing is disproportioned. You don't have something too far to one side, then you do the other. Move that up a little bit. That iron's in my way. Yep. That gives me about the same. So now that I know that everything is lined up the way that it needs to be, I can go ahead and start ironing these on, okay? So I am going to take up, cut out, while making sure I don't shift this too much because I just measured and it's where I need it to be. And you can also look at your shirt, and that is center mass for me. Okay. I just have this little piece of parchment paper that I'm gonna lay down. The blue glitter is a Siser vinyl, which I love. The black is Cricut. I would prefer both of them to be Siser because Siser just makes really good glitter to me, but I can make the Cricut glitter work. I'm gonna put my iron at about the setting right before the highest setting, which I believe on this iron is like right after cotton. Also, what you can do to make sure that you're not going to burn any of your product is if you have a little piece of vinyl, maybe from your weeding, you can have like a tester shirt. I keep like a little tester shirt, got this from the dollar store, that you can test the vinyl out on. I've worked with glitter so much that I know what the setting is and that it's going to do just fine. Beautiful thing about Siser vinyl is that you can do like what I call like a kiss press. So I'm giving this medium pressure, and I'm going to hold that on there for about 15 seconds, and then I'm going to release. I'm going to go down to the second part, and I'm going to kind of tilt it, and I'm going to hold for another 15 seconds in that part, and then I'm going to release. I'm going to do the next part. And you see how I'm kind of going to the side a little bit here, doing it at an angle. This parchment paper will also help to prevent some press marks. Sometimes with heat presses and irons, you can get press marks, especially if you're using a black shirt. Luckily on the black shirt, sometimes they go away. So again, I'm holding to the side at an angle. I'm doing 15 seconds and releasing. And I'm doing it at an angle also because it'll help me cover more area. Because I am using an iron and not a heat press. With the heat press, I can stick this in the heat press and it would just cover everything. Now, you have to look at the instructions on your vinyl. Some of them are a cold peel, some of them are a hot peel. This Siser vinyl can be a cold or a hot peel for their glitter. I prefer to peel it while it's a little warm. Okay, so that's on there. And I'm gonna come this one, gotta press this one a little bit more. And give it a little bit more love on this side too. I will drop the links for the colors and the type of vinyl that this is in the description box. Now this Cricut vinyl, which is the black one, it tends to peel better when it's a little bit cooler. So I'm just gonna fan it a little bit. And I'm gonna peel downward. This edge still needs a little bit more. So I'm gonna focus my iron over on this side a little bit more at this angle. Medium pressure. Let it cool a little bit more. Now I'm gonna see if it's gonna be my friend. That tea looks like it just wants to be resistant to my heat. There we go. And I wanna peel up at an angle. And I'm peeling very slow because I want all of my vinyl to stay down. If you get to peeling and you see that any of it is lifting, you can hold it down a little bit because we're gonna go over this again. Remember, we have more to add to this section here. So this will get some more heat. And we got that off with success. We'll put that one to the side. And let's see if our queen will give us the same. Again, I'm kind of peeling it up at an angle. And see that A gave us a little bit of resistance. So I'm going to give a little bit of pressure with my thumb, if you can see me doing that there. I'm going to hold here and I'm going to peel like that. Okay. And that A will get some more heat when we go back in for our second round. That's off. Yep, that's why I prefer to peel this Siser vinyl when it is actually still warm. This down here start to cool off a little bit, so we're getting a little bit of lifting, but it's gonna come off just fine. Now with the heat press, this process does go quicker. Only because that heat press gets hot, hot, hot. Your iron's only gonna get so hot. But you can accomplish beautiful t-shirts with just an iron. That's all you need with certain kind of vinyl. Now, not every vinyl you can iron on. Oh, we lost our one. Our one came up. But that's okay. We will position it. And we will hit it with the heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that one first just so that it doesn't do any more moving on me. I actually want to get that a little bit closer to the brush. Oh, come on. That one's not very happy with this. Okay. Okay, so now that we got that laid down, we're gonna go in and put in our cutout pieces that we did. And this was just to give the shirt a little bit, a splash of color. This particular young lady likes blue and black. And this blue is really, really pretty. This is Siser Royal Blue. And we're gonna kind of angle and focus on the sleigh. This is also giving our other vinyl its second hit. Then I'm gonna come over here, do the 16. Again, this is gonna give the other vinyl that is in its area its second hit. I'm applying medium pressure to the tip towards the top of the iron because that's where my 16 is. All right. Remember, peeling up at an angle. That's on there. And I'm gonna peel up at an angle. Beautiful. That's so beautiful. Now we're gonna go in and just make sure that everything is laid down the way that we need it to be. We're gonna give everything a second hit. At an angle. Medium pressure. And we come over here, we'll do this one. And I'm only doing 15 seconds at a time. Okay. That's gonna help me prevent from burning my vinyl as well, because you can burn if you leave it on there too long. Same thing with the heat press. Now what I'm gonna do, because I am using an iron, I wanna make sure that when she washes this shirt, that there are no issues, none of the vinyl comes off. So I'm gonna flip the shirt inside out, and I'm going to iron the back or the inside of the shirt. Just to make sure that there are no issues. You can put paper on the inside of the shirt. This has got a pretty good hold though, because I can see the indent of it. But I still want to give it a good press. I don't want my client to wash their shirt and then all of their vinyl fall off. The care instructions for this vinyl is going to be to turn the garment inside out, wash in cold water, do not dry. However, I have found that the Siser vinyl will stand up to the dryer maybe a good 2 or 3 times, and then your vinyl is going to start to peel. So you want to have in your care instructions that the client does not dry the shirt in the dryer. Or use hot water to wash it. And you see, I'm not ironing it on the vinyl. I'm pressing down, and that's because if you start to move the iron, you can start to move the adhesive. Also, this shirt is not going to be able to be washed for the first 24 hours. Meaning, technically, it's going to take the vinyl a full 24 hours to cure. So, client wants a one-day turnaround for this shirt, but the young lady will not be wearing the shirt until Sunday. This shirt is done. Slayed with an iron, honey. Yes. You don't need a heat press to make beauty, ladies. Quick 30-minute shirt. That's from artwork to putting everything on there. Client will come pick this shirt up for me tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and box it up, and I'll show you ladies how I box my shirts. So I have my little signature boxes. These boxes are sold on Uline. I actually lucked out. My dad's job was getting rid of them. They didn't want them anymore. So I told him I would take them. Now I'm going to fold this so that the design shows. Let's get rid of our trash. Come on, shirt, cooperate. Trying to get it as neat as I can in the box. Want to look real official. My business card. And a little care instruction tag. I'm actually going to do a how-to video on these. They're very simple, but this gives the client care instructions. Looking for my tape. Hold on. I have a fresh one here. Using double-sided tape. Came from the dollar store. I'm ruining it. Oh, it's broken, that's why. That's why I did that, it's broke. So we will make it work. So I'm taping my business card over this name of whatever the business was that my dad works for that didn't want the boxes any longer. And I actually ended up getting like 100 of them, so it worked out pretty well for me. Okay. Let's see how it's gonna look. And the client gets their shirt just like that. All right, so tell me what you think in the comments. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I will leave the names of the vinyl that I used for the video in the description box. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know what you thought about the shirt. Yeah, just holler at me and come back. I'll be dropping more tutorials very, very soon. Thank you, guys.